Captain's log, stardate 48632.4. Dr. Crusher has informed me that Data's emotion chip, which is the cause for his strange behavior of late, has been fused into his neural net and cannot be removed. However, she believes that he is fit for duty, so I asked him to join me in stellar photography. I was still amazed at the stellar photography room, even after all these years. This room had information on every planet that had been discovered by the Federation. Data said that the energy ribbon appears in our section of the galaxy every 39.1 years. It will pass this system for approximately 24 hours. Yes, Guinan was right. He said that someone was trying to get back to the ribbon. Now, if that's true, there must be a connection between it and the Amagos star. Data, pull up any of the effects that the star's destruction had, no matter how insignificant. I looked at Data, and he was staring off into space. I called out to him. Data? He stepped out of it and said, "Sorry, sir." He hit a few keys on the console and said that it would take the computer a few moments to compile the information. Then he started staring into space again. I got a little worried, and I asked if he was okay. He sighed. "No, sir. I am having difficulty concentrating, and I am feeling guilty concerning my actions on the observatory. I wanted to save Geordi, but I felt something I did not expect. Fear. I was afraid." I wanted to say something, but the computer beeped, indicating that it was done, and Data shifted his focus on the screen. According to our information, the following effects have occurred. Gravity fields have raised by 0.05%. The starship Bozeman had to make a minor course correction. Ambient magnetic fields. I stopped. Wait. The Bozeman. Why did she change course? Because of the gravity increase, it throws off the starship's warp field. Because of it, starships passing in the sector need to make a minor course correction. Pieces of the puzzle were starting to come together. I asked him where the ribbon was now. He made a small dot appear where the ribbon was. I asked if he could project the ribbon's course. There was a pause, then he said, "No," and stood up. I looked at him a little funny. I can no longer continue with this investigation. I wish to be deactivated until Dr. Crusher can remove the emotion chip. I asked if he was experiencing some kind of malfunction. "No, sir. I simply do not have the ability to control these emotions. Data, I have nothing but sympathy for what you are feeling," which I did. "But right now, I need..." And then he lashed out at me. "Sir, I no longer want these emotions. Deactivating me is the only viable solution." I was starting to lose a little patience. Data, part of having feelings is learning to integrate them into your life, no matter the circumstance. As I was saying this, he kept saying that he could not. I finally lost it. This Starfleet officer was acting like a child. "You will not be deactivated. You're an officer on board this ship, and I require you to perform your duty." "That is an order, Commander." That got his attention, and he said, "Yes, sir." "Sorry, sir." Then he sat back down. As he did, I said that it takes courage to admit our failings. And sometimes courage can be emotion too. I repeated my last request. "Now, can you project the course of the ribbon?" "Yes, I believe so, sir." A line appeared on the screen, and I noticed that Data was a lot more focused. I asked where the Amagosa star was. A really small dot appeared on the screen, so I had Data enhance grid 9A. The image got bigger, as did the dot. Something did not seem right. Now, you said that gravity had shifted in the sector. Did the computer take that into account when it projected the course of the ribbon? Data said no. He would make the appropriate adjustments. He hit a couple keys, and the ribbon moved. I gasped a little as the next piece of the puzzle fell in. So that's what he's doing. He's changing the course of the ribbon. But why would he destroy a star? Why not just fly into it with a ship? Data said that any ship that has approached the ribbon has either been destroyed or severely damaged. So we can't get to the ribbon. So he's making the ribbon come to him. Data, does the ribbon come near any N-class planets? Data scanned the databanks and said, "Yes, sir. There are 2 of them in the Viridian system." He pulled the system up, and I can see the 2 planets with the ribbon closer to one planet than the other. I said, it gets close to Viridian 3, but not close enough. Then a thought struck me, and it was not good. Data, what would happen to the ribbon if Storm destroyed the Viridian star itself. Data ran a projection. The star went dark, and the ribbon went right through Viridian 3. And the final piece of the puzzle clicked into place. So that's where he's going. Data said that it should be noted that the destruction of the star would produce a shockwave similar to the one we observed at Amargosa. I said destroying all the planets in the system. Without me asking, Data told me what I needed to know. Viridian 3 is uninhabited. However, Viridian 4 has a pre-warp civilization in the early part of industrial development. I asked what the population was. 230 million, sir. I thought for a moment, and I made my choice. I topped my comm badge. Dillwood Bridge. Picard here. Set a course for Viridian 3, maximum warp. I felt the ship jump to warp, and I thought to myself, I hope we're not too late.